Hi fellas, okay, just another quick inbox review for you, but this time it's going to be something totally different. And we're going to be looking at Eduard's Brassin FW190 A-5 engine and fuselage guns. Okay, so I've got the Eduard 190 and I wanted to do not something different because everybody seems to do it, but something different for me, something out of my comfort zone. So I picked this up, okay, and reason I'm going to review it is because it's a kit itself. Okay, so this is going to be a real challenge for me, doing something like this. So I hope to fetch you along with it when I do get it out and start building it. But I thought I'd show you what's what and what's in the box. Okay, so 2 minutes and I'll get you onto the phone. So starting with the instructions, and there we are on the front. That's what you get, and on the back it's just all the parts that are in there. So you've got some resin and some photo etch, and then we've got all the colours of this said part. So starting with the first part, we've got the I think they're the ammo cases, and actually moving on to putting the guns in themselves and onto the other resin part. These red bits are all bits that you need to remove, so maybe the casting blocks or a strengthening part that we need to move. Okay, so that's parts up to part 5. Next, 6, 7, 8 and 9 is dealing with the actual engine itself. So you can see straight away the detail that's going to be involved within this. So you get some wire, or do you know, you don't get any wire, so you've got some wire, and it tells you what sort of size the wire needs to be, length, okay, so the diameter and the length of it, and where it needs to go and how it goes all together. Print on the exhaust parts, I believe, or something along those lines. I'm not an engine person. The wiring harness, and then the front of the engine. Moving on to some more of the wiring harness of the back of the engine, or no, so that's the front of the engine, that is the back of the engine. Okay, so the back of the engine, again, some more photo etch, some more, adding more resin bits to it, the exhausts or the exhaust manifolds, some more little bits up to part 13, part 14 to 17, adding a few more little bits of photo etch and other bits of resin, and then marrying them all together with the fuselage guns, and then a drawing of where we're going to cut these parts off. So the plastic part from the wings and the actual fuselage and some little bits there, and then actually putting it into the fuselage itself after you've done the cockpit, obviously. I believe, yeah, another bit of resin that goes on there, and then to the final couple of parts, doing the doors with some photo etch bits, so the engine cowling and the engine, sorry, not the engine, the gun cover, and you've got the 2 different types, and then the type of wire and whatever to keep it open, and then a nice resin prop spinner to go into the prop, and then into the actual aircraft itself. So there it is. So we'll start off with these parts. We'll just go through bag at a time. So we'll take these out first. Okay, so in this bag we have got 5 pieces, incredibly thin resin with some beautiful detail on there. So these are part of the doors, the lower doors that you can have open. Okay, I'll just move them out of the way. And then inside those doors. And then we've got some more doors for the side of the fuselage, the cowling. Again, some really, really nice detail, lovely thin resin. Got to be really, really careful with this, otherwise it'll break. The two different gun covers, okay. So we've got different rivet patterns on there, okay. And then the different ones for actually underneath. Where the actual guns come out, the cannons come out. Again, some really, really, really nice detail. And then we move on to the actual guns themselves. So really, really nice. So that's bag one. Next bag is more of the engine details. So I'll take this one out again. Okay, put that one over there, and in this bit we get another 5 pieces, starting off with the rear of the engine. Or is that the nose? No, it's not. That's the front of the engine. That's where the prop spinner goes into. So just look at that detail on there. Beautifully, beautifully cast. That's the engine cowling front ring. Ignore that. That's part of the casting block. But again, look at that sublime detail in there. And then we have maybe the engine manifolds, or something along those sort of lines. Again, really, really nice detail. Got to be really, really careful with these. You can see all the nuts on there. The rear of the engine, some really fine detail on there again. Some of these you might have to see that bit there. So the casting block, you've got a little bit there, and that might have to be hollowed out. And then we have the engine itself with the push rods and all the other bits and pieces. Again, really beautiful, beautiful detail. So that's that one. And then the last bag of resin is some of the smaller parts. So we have the engine mounts. Those are going to be so delicate, you can just see. Okay. We have the gun cartridges, the ammo cartridges. Some small little details. The bulkhead, where the guns actually sit in there. Again, some really nice detail. Some more small details, some valves of something, of some sort. Some more really fragile parts. Again, all this bit that you see in the middle of it, that'll need to be cleaned out. Some of the exhaust manifolds. Those could probably do with hollowing out just a bit. Okay. Some more bits and pieces. That's the prop spinner. Some more piping. Another bit of piping. And some more of the exhaust manifold. Again, bits will need cleaning out of this. Okay. Then we move on to the foot latch. Just two parts of bits of foot latch. For the wiring harnesses, nothing to write home. Foot latch from Eduard is generally really good. And then another bit of some little wiring bits, some catchers, some levers, hinges and all that sort of stuff. So that's Eduard's Brassin engine, radial engine. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting build. It's going to be a challenging build. It's something that I'll probably look at tackling next year at some point. When, I don't know, because I'm going to be very busy. But yeah, it's going to be a good old 6 months maybe before I maybe look at this. Might do it sooner. Might even not be able to stop myself, and I might start it sooner than what I thought. But at least I know I've got it there, and I'm ready to crack on with it. Anyway, that's it from me, fellas. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.